All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Elite Talk Show. It has been a few weeks here, but we're glad to be back on it, just like AEW is back on the road. Joining me, I'm Sarah, someone who was at Road Rager last night, Mr. Orlando. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. I was yelling a lot. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I miss wrestling so much.
And you're up
Like
past your
live.
bedtime?
Yeah, exactly. I got home like almost like 1 o'clock because like of course Miami with their traffic. That's why sometimes I don't really like going down to Miami because of ridiculous traffic, but whatever. But it was worth it. I liked it. I really enjoyed the show. It was amazing.
I mean, I imagine
You know.
this traffic's gonna be like that for any big city, especially after a big show.
No, but like when it comes to Miami traffic, it's a little different. Like it's almost like compare to like LA traffic, but
Mhm.
it's a lot different. But it's ridiculous. It's almost every day, even on the weekends. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
So let's get right into it. We'll kind of do like there's not a whole lot of news on the AW front. The big news was last night, uh,
hmm
Road Rager, first theme show in a while for AEW, and the first one back on the road. And wrestling's coming to our towns now, which is great.
Yeah. That crowd was live. It was just the energy was there. Like not like everybody stood up for important things, but everybody sat down and like really enjoyed the show. So it's just like it was amazing. It was not like sold out. I saw like at least maybe 70%
Okay.
like full, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So it's just that like the place that they chose is like not a lot of like things go there, because like where it's at, it's like in the depths of like downtown Miami, which is just like the traffic there. That's why a lot of people don't really go in there. But
Mm-hmm.
so when me and my friend Paul, shout out to my friend Paul, he's now listening to the show. We went together, and I haven't seen him in over a year, so I was happy that we were able to go together to see the show. So it was amazing. I loved it. I liked the how they set up the stage. It's just it was good. I enjoyed it.
That's great. So, what was it like? Walking into the building. You're in the parking lot or wherever it was you parked, and you're heading into the building. We saw a couple pictures. Was the excitement building up? The anticipation?
Yeah. Well, for me, it was building up. My friend, he was just like, "Oh, we have to walk because we kind of parked a little far." It was like maybe 10 blocks. Because like it's a parking garage. So it was
Mhm.
better to park in a parking garage than try to park in like some sort of meter or something. So, um, no, but I was getting excited and then I was just waiting just to see more fans. And then as I was seeing fans, and it was like my anticipation. And then the first person I see was that Brock Lesnar guy, the one that always shows like, with the green shirt and stuff. So
Mhm.
I was just like, oh yeah. So it's like live events is happening now. So. Mhm.
So you were there when they started filming Dark. Was the crowd that was there? I know it wasn't full for Dark, or the capacity they had wasn't there. Were people excited for Dark Elevation?
Well, people were just excited just to see wrestling in general. So there was a lot of people that wanted to stay for the whole show, like before and after Dynamite. So there was like it was still kind of still had like I would say like 50 to 60% capacity still. So so they were very excited, and like it was like to me, it didn't seem like it was dark, it was more dark elevation. So I don't know if they're taping dark somewhere else or they're doing something different when it comes to dark.
I heard a couple things. I heard they're going to move Dark to like a remote location, just film it, one spot. I've heard Dark might just be going away altogether once Rampage starts. So I just have to see what happens.
Yeah, we have to say because like they filmed like at least 2.5 hours of dark elevation for the when I was there.
Now,
So
did you stay all the way to the end?
oh yeah, I did. Yeah, me and my friend we wanted to stay into the end, because like we haven't really seen wrestling live in like over a year, so you know.
Okay, so let's get into it. The show starts off, the crowd's hot, they play the intro music. The first match comes on. What impressions were you getting?
Like you could just tell that this is like dark elevation because like I saw Paul White, they introduced him, he didn't say anything until like after Dynamite. So it was more like Paul White was there, he waved to the crowd and then he sat down with Tony Schiavone, and then, the first few matches, which is like a few women's matches. Hold on. Trying to remember where were the first matches that were there. I have to go through my pictures because
From what you told me, I believe it was Thunder Rosa.
yeah, it was Thunder Rosa first. Everybody, listen, when you're in Miami, if you're a Latino, they're gonna cheer for you regardless. Like the biggest reactions were Thunder Rosa, Sammy Guevara, Andrade. So it's just like they wanted to like really cheer for the Latinos there. Oh yeah, Santana and Ortiz were getting like some cheers as well. So it's just like it's amazing.
So we get the Dynamite Road Rager. The first match, Cody versus QT Marshall in the South Beach strap match. Cody comes out. To me, it sounded like he was getting cheered quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Had that All-American kind of gear on.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was like thinking. Is like he put on that gear again. I was like, oh, he's going back to this gimmick. But no, everybody was cheering for him. There was this one person in the background, like behind me, like a few rows back. They was cheering for QT, and then a guy like next to me, he was just like, the only QT fan here. I laughed.
It was probably more anti-Cody than pro QT, but maybe
probably yeah.
QT's got a fan.
Yeah. But no, they were cheering for Cody. They just wanted, they were happy just to see Cody again. So it was just like they were cheering for him. So
yeah. So second matchup we had was the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle, that 6-man tag match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody was cheering for, of course, like Santana Ortiz and then Jake Hager, but like they were kind of like down because of the segment before. Which I don't know if you want to get into that. I mean, because like it was a good match. I didn't mind it, but everybody's energy is like up and down for certain matches, So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I've noticed. So
yeah, then I'm trying to think. I forget the exact order of stuff happening.
yeah, I think like first it was Cody and QT was the match.
Yep.
Then I think after that was I think that's when the segment with Kenny Omega happened because I remember
Yes.
yeah. So and then when Hangman Page came out, everybody was loud.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like the loudest reaction for that. That one and then another one we'll get to that segment. So
and you could tell the crowd was popping then, and then when he he had his hands on the ropes, getting ready for that buckshot lariat. He was just standing there.
yeah, everybody was like, "Do it, yeah!" And I was like, "Oh, this is."
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not gonna, waste it. Then they're gonna wait till when they finally have their title fight.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know like I don't know if they want to like wait until All Out. I mean, if they want to wait All Out, that would be smart of them because that would be a better payout. To save it for the pay-per-view.
I mean, we've got Fyter Fest coming up. They haven't really announced anything for night 2 so much, really.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see Omega versus Page for the title on night 2 of Fyter Fest?
We could be. I mean, that could be it. I don't know.
Or Fight for the Fallen, I think, is end of July, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Probably, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. Like, I don't know what would be like, what would be the main event for there. So we'll have to see.
What if they do something, like they have it on night 2 of Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen? They have him as the main event for the title. Some shenanigans happens, so Kenny keeps the title. And then for All Out, they do a rematch for the main event where it's like no disqualifications or something.
I mean, maybe. Or what they could do is Kenny and the Good Brothers versus Hangman and 2 members of Dark Order.
Probably Silver and Reynolds, or
yeah,
maybe Uno and 10, Uno and Stu.
Yeah, because like Evil Uno is the one has been advocating for him to get the title shot, so I think that would be smart, you know.
And it looked like Stu was hanging in there with Kenny Omega for a little bit. Maybe he gets a one-on-one match before Hangman as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking that so that way he'll probably like rub it in, you know, Hangman's page and make it personal, you know. So it's just like
Yeah.
because like it's interesting that like Dark Order's being the ones that are setting this up for him. So it's just like so it's just like if he takes one each of them out or certain one member of Dark Order, you know, so that'd be fun, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like when it's all out in September, right? And
Yeah, September 5th, it's Labor Day weekend.
so we're like a month and a half. So yeah, so they could easily do like you know set up like little grudge matches and stuff,
Hmm.
you know, and vignettes and stuff. Yeah, that would be smart. By the way, everybody really reacted to Britt Baker's promo. Everyone's like, "Ooh, shots fired!"
Maybe a shot at WWE.
Yeah, because of the blood money thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, Britt!" I was like, "Shit." Oh yeah, everybody reacted really well for Andrade's debut match. Everybody really got excited when he was doing the Three Amigos in front of Vicky Guerrero.
Mhm.
It was sweet, you know. Of course, we got an Eddie
Yeah,
chant.
so let's talk about Andrade making his debut against Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal was, hot. He was in the top 5 rankings. So you have him, on a streak, and then you got Andrade El Idolo making his debut. Which, by the
Hmm.
way, props to his, ring gear. I don't think they confirmed it, but it definitely looked like a tribute to Black Mask from the
No, yeah,
comics.
it is. Yeah, because I think he put up a photo of it, that it was a black mask. Um, so yeah, so it was. I didn't
Yeah.
expect him to be wearing like pants because something. I keep hearing conversations next to me because everybody was very loud. It's like, so you're gonna dress in like shoes and like dress pants? You're gonna wrestle in that?
Yeah,
I mean, that's.
that was a
I
little
mean, like,
strange, but
I mean,
yeah, it was
it
a little
goes with
strange, but it
him
was
because
good. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it goes for him because of his character. So I mean, I didn't mind it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it definitely worked.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, it
yeah,
was good
no,
to
it was
see
good.
good to see him get the win and those two put on a hell of a match. I wouldn't mind seeing them work together a little more as well.
Yeah, but it was it just me or did he do his finishing move wrong? Because it seemed like he didn't hook the leg, the head right. Like he normally does it like almost like in a DDT form. Like he didn't do it like that. He did it more like a like a face buster in a sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe he's trying to change it up a little bit. What his finishing move was, maybe keep the same, hammerlock style, but do something different. And he did
Right.
he did the knees a little different too, where he did it to the back of Matt Sydal, not the face.
Right. I figure that much.
Maybe it's something like how Jericho says whenever he comes back or goes somewhere else, he changes things up a little bit.
Hmm.
So maybe he did the same as well.
Right. Hmm.
Also, right around, I think it was right before that, either right before or right after, we had the Jericho and MJF face off, and of
Yeah.
course, the drunk fan rushing the ring.
Everybody was just like, "Oh, that fucking idiot." It's like, kick his ass. Everybody was like, saying, you know. I mean, like, no, because like, here's what happened. Like, MJF came out. It was like during commercial break, and then he got the mic, and then he was insulting the fans, of course, as usual. I think he was like saying that like a lot of us all hicks. I'm like, you do realize you're in Miami. I mean, it's majority Latinos. It's not, you know, but whatever. Anyways, so of course he was insulting everybody's weight and everything, like calling everybody fat, whatever, because of the pandemic. Now you guys now want to come out, da, 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 then insulting Miami, whatever. So stupid. Then of course Jericho comes out, and then everybody's singing to the song, and then like I was not singing, so
Aw.
no, but I enjoyed it because I was there, so I actually liked it. It was like I was like, okay, now I get why, so. So yeah. But of course, that drunk fan ruined that moment.
We did get
Ugh.
two, good memes out of it, though.
Of
Jericho.
course.
I should have let him in the ring, kick your ass.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, no. Yeah,
know
like he was
another,
like very
another
fun. He was getting fired up. Like I noticed that he was kind of like I don't know, like if he was under the weather or something, but because of that fan that came in, really fired him up. Because this promo was like really on fire after that.
There was another fan video that came out too that had looked like Justin Roberts is about ready to get physical with the fans too. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yes, I know. I saw that too. I was like, where did I didn't. No, I thought it was security. I didn't realize that that was Justin Roberts. I was like, oh, okay, Justin.
He's got all that COVID anxiety built up.
Of course. Probably he got anxiety from that choke out that Daniel Bryan did to him years ago.
So let's talk the five leaders of Jericho. MJF pulling out of the Greek mythology lore. Gonna make Jericho fight 5 matches back to back, all different stipulations, which is probably not gonna know ahead of time, but definitely gonna be interesting.
I'm just wondering who he's gonna choose. That's the thing. Is it gonna be him or is it gonna be?
MJF is the final one, so it's kind of like a gauntlet match type thing. So I imagine it's going to be the Inner Circle or the Pinnacle. I mean,
It could be, yeah. I mean, he could be smart and just choose somebody else, like choose other people instead. You know, you know how many people would love to wrestle Jericho.
oh yeah,
You know, I mean, like I think Anthony Bowen was so happy that he wrestled Jericho. So
I'm sure.
yeah, of
Yeah, you
course.
figure there's 4 others, and you got FTR. There's 2, and then you've
Mhm.
got Wardlow and
And
what's
then
his
of
name?
course,
Sean
uh,
Spears.
Sean Spears. Yes. How would it be a good curveball? Make a handicap match. It'll be like that would be one match. He didn't specify. He didn't specify it
That's
has to
true.
be one person. So that came into my head. Ooh, that's a good one right there.
Could be an FTR 2-on-1 handicap match right before he has to fight MJF.
Yeah. Or it could be FTR and Tully versus Jericho.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you put Sean Spears in with him as a chairs match.
Yeah, there you go. And then Warlow, like in a cage match or something. I don't know. That's
Yeah, cage match would definitely be, that's his thing, cage matches.
yeah. But all in all, I enjoyed the segment. I don't know, like I noticed that Jericho was like kind of like I don't know under the weather or something, but because of that drunk fan really like motivated him or something, like really pissed him off, so he got very fired up, which I would be too. Shit. Listen, fans, everybody that goes to live events, don't jump the barricade. Let the wrestlers do their thing. You can insult them, you can give them the middle finger, but don't jump over the barricade, please.
If you
You
get
know.
if you get to the ring, you're gonna have a bad time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, we will.
So let's talk about the next segment, the one that had everybody all fired up. It was next up. Tony Schiavone gets in the ring to interview Arn Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Power outage. Lights go out for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
JR next color is selling it. Lights come on. Boom. Malachi Black. Or Tommy
Yep.
and Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him. Boom.
Yeah.
Black
No, no.
Mass.
I think they're gonna use Malachi Black. I think that's the new
Yeah.
name that they put. But
Yeah.
it's interesting though because when I was listening to a podcast, they actually said it's like they kind of teased it because the power outage went out during Cody's match, which
Mm-hmm.
so I was just like everybody was like wondering about that. I was like, wait, is somebody coming out? And then you don't see anybody. It's like, and that's when everybody was like booing. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then this came out. It's interesting. Like Tommy End was not under the ring. He had to come out from the stage and then had to run into the ring and then be in behind uh, Art Anderson for the effect to happen because I was able to actually see it. And then everybody's like pointing it out. Wait, somebody's running into the ring. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And then when they saw who it was, everybody stood up like, ah!
Yep. So Arn Anderson ate Black Mass as well as Cody right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Cody
Yeah.
thankfully maybe doing it QT, and now we get a feud between Cody and Malachi Black. That's going to be great.
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm just wondering when. Like, I'm happy that he has his debut. I just can't wait just to see who he'll face.
And I
And
love
it's just,
I love the fact that he's still selling, the injured eye. He's got that contact in that makes it look dead.
oh, somebody's gonna bring that shit up. Watch.
He, I still unfortunately have not watched. He put an Instagram story up, like a
Hmm.
teaser video, and apparently he addressed it in that, but I forget exactly what was said.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, I saw on Twitter that Buddy Murphy chimed in. He's like,
mhm.
"Oh, congratulations, buddy, but how's the eye?"
And it makes you wonder if Buddy Murphy is going to end up in AEW.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I saw more as an Impact guy, but if they're still teasing storyline, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think I would love him in New Japan. I think
Mhm.
be a, he'll be an amazing talent in New Japan. You know. So I mean, he has his options open, so he's just waiting for his 90 days to be up. So.
I mean, he bulked the hell up. If you haven't seen a recent picture of
Oh
him, guys,
yeah.
go look it up. He's jacked.
Oh no, it's funny. They posted a meme for him. It was like when you had a girlfriend and when you're in the breakup. Where it was
Yep.
a Liam Mysterio. I was like, damn. I was like, but yeah, but I'm happy for him. It's just like for Tommy End. So I can't wait just to see what he can do.
Did you see the story that came out today about how he was able to debut after 30 days and not the normal 90?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
friend was like reading it as we were driving home. He laughed. He's like, Vince didn't even realize that he was under NXT contract. He was like laughing his ass off.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, when you move from NXT to the main roster, as it's called there, Raw and SmackDown. When you're in NXT, you have a 30-day no compete clause. When you're in Raw or SmackDown, it's a 90-day no compete clause. When they had him sign the new contract, they never updated that clause for the no compete. So he was still technically under the NXT no compete clause, which was 30 days. That's why we saw him now and not 2 months down the road.
Yep. Which I bet you Vince is like beating himself up. It's like, damn it,
Oh,
I
someone's getting in
wanted him
trouble.
back. Yep. Those exec probably are pissed off now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So aside from Cody, maybe who's one feud you'd love to see Malachi Black in?
Oh well, of course, Kenny Omega. That would be fun. Uh, I would like to see him face the Bucks. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
Bucks, whatever. But like just to see like how he will handle their style because they're very quick with his striking abilities. Because
I would love to see him face either Pac when he comes back or
oh,
Penta El
everybody's like
Zero
talking about
Major.
that. Yeah.
Penta, I think Penta and Black would be amazing.
Ooh, yeah, Penta, yeah. Trying to think who else. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I don't think Oh, has he faced Miro? Oh no, he faced Miro in tag team, but he never faced him one on one. That would be interesting. Hmm.
Next up in the card, we had the mixed tag match. Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy of the Best Friends versus Bunny and the Blade. I know we were all kind of wondering if they were going to follow the new traditional, men only fight the men, women only fight the women, intergender or mixed tag rules, or if it was just going to be a free-for-all.
Hmm.
It was good to see, them have the traditional male versus male, female versus female, but they still kind of mixed it up a little bit, which
Yeah,
was,
pretty much. Yeah.
and that 450 from Statlander was on point.
Yeah. This was the match that people were not feeling. That
Mhm.
they love Orange Cassidy though, but this was the match they were really feeling too well. And I think because the energy was so loud when Tommy N was there, so I'm thinking that it drained the energy. So
I
it's
mean,
just like everybody was
how do
like,
you follow that?
yeah, exactly. How can you follow that? So yeah. Hmm.
How do you? I know we talked about this in our private chat, but how do you feel about Statlander's finishing move?
I don't mind it. I mean, if she could do it right. There's some moments where she does it wrong, where like the girl doesn't hold on to her really well, and then like it almost like it seemed like she's about to break their neck and stuff.
Yeah.
So
It just makes me worried that someone's gonna not hold on right, or someone's gonna screw something up, and someone's career is gonna end. It just looks too risky for me, and I hope she finds something different. Maybe she uses that 450 as her finishing move in the future.
yeah, I mean, like they don't really have a woman that's doing like high flying moves a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So it would be good for them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
After that, we had the little hurrah with Dan Lambert appearing with Amanda Nunes and Jorge Masvidal. A little promo, and then Lance Archer comes out and takes care of business.
Yeah, and then everybody was booing him really loud, and then that's when uh Murder Hawk came out and destroyed
Mm-hmm.
him. So it was a little weird segment. Everybody like questioning it. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But but it's whatever. It was like,
Little time filler.
yeah, pretty much.
Next up, we had the main event, which was one hell of a main event.
Oh, no. Eddie Kingston fired up the crowd. He came out and they were on commercial break. He was pissed off. He was like, I want to beat up the Bucks. Go ahead. I'm tired of these commercials. I want to fight. It's been too long that I've been around crowds. Like, you should have heard him throughout that time of the commercial break. He was so fired up. He was so ready because this was literally his first live crowd, live road kind of like match since he's been with the company. And it's been like, what, over a year now?
Yeah.
About a year, maybe.
15, 16 months since the
Yeah,
pandemic started.
Yeah, so it's like it was literally his first ever match, and everybody was cheering him. It was funny. Somebody flipped him off, and it was like, "Oh, I love you too, bro. No, fuck you. Anyways, I want to fight the Bucks. Let's go." And then like Penta was on the ropes, and everybody's like chanting his thing, like saying, "Stand up, yeah." I was into it. I was like, "Yeah, Penta." Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know what angle you had, but the TV angle wasn't that great for it. Did Kingston really have those thumbtacks in his mouth when he got kicked at the
Yes,
end?
he did. No, he did. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was weird some of their camera angles that they were doing because if you guys gonna watch next week, Dark Elevation, they look to the stage because it seemed like there's like a main camera there, which is weird because the crowd is behind them, which I don't get why they would do that. You know? So yeah, so
Maybe
it was
there's a mix-up where the hard camera was.
probably, I don't know, but it was really weird because like throughout some of the tapings, they all would look at the center of where the stage is. Like where Cody came out, they were all looking in that direction. All of them. So
Interesting.
but yeah. Yeah, so but it was funny because a lot of people were like, what are they supposed to be this time, the Bucks, when they were coming out in those like the ridiculous outfits this time? Somebody was yeah. It was like, who is that? Could it be somebody like they were like really analyzing it because they know how the Bucks are. I was like, I thought like they were just trying to be white trash or something.
Either that, trying to make fun of people down in Miami. I don't know if jorts are a big thing down there, or maybe just trying to mock Cena a little bit.
Yeah, maybe it was probably more mocking John Cena because they've been mocking certain wrestlers. Like they mocked who was it? Seth Rollins, and I forgot who else. So I think they've been mocking certain WWE wrestlers. So
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll find out on BTE next week.
Probably, yeah. We'll see. But no, that main event was amazing though.
Yeah.
Of course, people complained because when Frank Kazarian came out, they thought that was Jon Moxley. They wanted to see Jon Moxley, but he was not there. I was a little sad, but I was happy to see Frank Kazarian. Like he's still like trying to be that like elite killer kind of like gimmick, So
yeah, and I can't remember if it was Tony or JR. One of them was referring to him as the elite hunter now. So interesting gimmick.
Yeah, it is. I'm just wondering who he'll eliminate because he has to eliminate somebody, or they're gonna eliminate him. I don't know. So
Maybe Cutler.
yeah, probably Cutler. Uh, yeah, but no, that main event was good. Everybody really was enjoying that main event. Like I heard so many different chants. Like holy shit, AEW is like this is awesome. Like holy shit, fight forever. Like it was like so many different chants. Like people couldn't get like coordinated on because of the main event. It was like funny, but I loved it. It was just like so good. But of course, the Bucks won.
Yes.
I wanted a shocking win just so that I could be so happy, like just to rub it in people's faces. Like the Bucks lost, yeah.
Well, come on, you got Malachi Black. What else do you want?
Yeah, I know. No. I enjoyed the listen. I enjoyed this
Hmm.
Road Rager. It was so good. It was like the first really real show back in a long time. I can't wait for them to come back again. Oh yeah. So yeah, Tony Khan cut a promo after they cut off the air, and
Hmm.
then he was like saying like, "Oh, give it up to Eddie Kingston. This is his first time, in a live crowd since he's been with us. Give it up for him, and thank you very much, guys. Don't leave yet. We still have a lot more coming out. Like he's like cheering up out and everything. So it was good.
Nice.
Hmm.
So out of a 1 to 10, how would you rate last night's show?
Well, I would give it. I would give it a. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think to be is it's like getting back in the rhythm of going to a live crowd, and I forgot that they tape like 2 hours worth of content for
Hmm.
YouTube. So it got like me and my friend were just like, oh my god, I forgot that they do tapes.
Yeah.
It does get a little exhausting sometimes, but no, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah. So for me, yeah, I imagine the crowd adds a little bit to it, but for me, I think it was about an 8 out of 10. It's the first time in, as you know, probably a few weeks or so that I've stayed up to watch AEW all the way through live.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, let me ask you, like when you were watching it on TV, like did you feel the crowds like
Oh
chants
yeah.
and everything? Oh,
Oh
you
yeah.
did? Okay.
It's definitely a lot better now.
Yeah. It's just like that arena, that place, that theater. It was a theater. It was not an arena. It was a
Hmm.
theater. So it's basically for plays and like, like kind of or like musicals and stuff. So
Hmm.
I don't know if it could hold like a live event like that. So they kind of showed that you can do it in those type of theaters. So
Yeah.
mhm.
Um, the arena that when it comes to Rochester in a couple of months, the one I'm going to, it's like a minor league hockey arena, so that's like perfect for it.
Mhm.
And a rumor going around is they're going to do like some sort of Brody Lee Memorial Tournament, and that night would be the finals, which should hold us some sort of surprise.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you want me to tell you some surprises that happened?
We'll do it off the air. This way, we don't spoil anything for anybody that doesn't want to know.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, you guys get to see it next week on Dark Elevation. Go ahead and watch it.
Hmm.
Mondays on YouTube. So next week it will happen.
Uh, we'll get to one news bit. Uh, it came out that Tony Khan didn't pay the Pyro guys from the death match between Omega and Moxley, and they refunded him. They understood what was going on. Came out,
Hmm.
we found out that he hired Pyro guys, not like wrestling specific Pyro guys, but more like Hollywood Pyro guys. I think
Oh, okay.
that's what might have caused the embarrassment. But he says he'll never do that again. He'll hire the right people that he should have done in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look, he learned his mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really blame him. I mean, like, it would have, like, if it would have worked out really well, we would have been talking about it for probably now. People like, remember that barbed wire match, that
Mm-hmm.
ending? What? So yeah, so, I mean,
And of course, next week we have Fyter Fest Night 1. Let's look at this lineup we got so far. This is a really good match card that we got next week. So
so
we got
mad at some of them. I'm so mad about it. Sorry, but with Eddie.
Brian Cage against Ricky Starks for the FTW Championship. Ethan
Hmm.
Page and Darby Allin in AEW's first coffin match. Matt Hardy versus Christian Cage. Penelope Ford versus Yuka Sakazaki. Hangman Page is set to speak. And John Moxley defending the IWGP US Championship against Carl Anderson.
Sounds really good. Yeah.
Sounds like someone's getting kicked out of Taz's faction in that FTW Championship match.
Yep. I don't know because I don't know. We'll see.
I think people are expecting Cage to get kicked out, but I think they're going to swerve it and kick Ricky Starks out.
Ooh, that's a nice little twist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? That explains a segment that happened where I was at. I don't know if they're going to show that at Dark Elevation. Because I think they showed it on Dynamite, right? Remember they showed a little clip of a little segment of Ricky and Brian.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm pretty sure they showed something.
Yeah. So what happened was, of course, Will Hobbs had his match at Dark Elevation, and then of course Ricky Starks comes out, and then he had security. So he's standing there doing a promo, insulting Brian Cage, and then Taz comes out. He didn't like the fact that he was doing that. So, and he was standing there with Hobbs and Hook. So he sounds like he's at the outs with Ricky Starks, which I think I have to kind of catch up because it seemed like it's happening during Dark Elevation because it's not on the main show. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course Brian Cage comes out because he wanted to attack them and stuff, but Taz didn't really do anything. He didn't acknowledge Brian Cage either. So I don't know. Maybe I'll kick out both of them. I mean,
Yeah, we'll
that
see.
could happen. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, then we got Yuka Sakazaki, who is making her return, so that's good. She tended to be one of the crowd favorites.
Oh my god, the crowd made me laugh with the chant that they decided to do for her. That's so wrong. You want to know what it is?
You can tell me later. We will.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Who do you expect to win between Hardy and Christian Cage?
I think they have to give it to Hardy because he's already lost so many matches. I think he's gonna have some shenanigans because because I'm trying to think when was the last time they had a one-on-one match? Because it had to be a while ago.
Was it Ring of Honor?
No, I don't think Christian was in Ring of Honor. No, Christian was in Ring of Honor, but it was after his first run with WWE. He left, went there for a few moments, then he went to TNA. So Matt Hardy was still with WWE at that time. So probably it had to be in WWE probably around maybe 2005, 2006. I'm thinking that was probably the last time they faced each other.
It had to be some point when they were both in WWE, maybe when both their teams first split up.
Probably. So strange. I'm just wondering why is Bully Ray not? Is he retired or something? He should go to AEW.
Who, Bully Ray?
Yeah, Bully Ray. Enjoy the fray with his friends.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know he's not signed with any promotion. He's just doing the morning show that he does.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, he did do some dates with Ring of Honor, but I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think he stopped before the pandemic happened. So I don't know.
I know his contract ran out, and they didn't re-sign him.
Okay, that explains.
I'm trying to pull up here on Cage Match just to see if it'll tell me if they've ever fought before. 2010, Matt Hardy attacks Christian on the Peep Show, so they probably had a feud right around 2010.
2000. Oh yeah, that's right. He did leave WWE after that. Because I think Matt Hardy, because Christian came back around 2010, and he was in ECW. Also, Yeah, a decade. Yeah, 2010. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would say a decade. Yeah, because like I know Matt left WWE after like what 2013, 2014, and that's when
Yeah,
he
right
was
around.
with yeah. So yeah, so a decade. There you go.
Hmm.
That solves it.
Okay, so we'll end our show here for tonight. Thanks again for watching or listening. Don't forget to check us out on Buckle Bomb ENT on Twitter. Find us on YouTube, subscribe, Facebook page, and Facebook group. You can find us, chat with us in our watch alongs or discussion threads.
Yes.
Find us, rate us, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Let us know that you like us, review it. Orlando, where can they find you?
You can follow me at Twitter at Orly1985_BBE. Go ahead and give me a follow. Thank you, everybody, for liking the tweets that I was sending out during
Yes. And,
AEW's Dynamite.
and also, in just over a week, we're going to have our first Buckle Bomb Family Feud show, Buckle
Whoop,
Feud.
whoop.
That'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, Saturday the 17th. That's Money in the Bank weekend. So don't forget to check us out then. Have a great night,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.